Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be circumcising 10 lighters in 10 minutes, which I certainly am looking forward to doing a little bit more so than not, as I want to find out if this is even possible to do. Is it possible to circumcise a full 10 lighters in just 10 minutes? Well, honestly, I do think it is, but I don't know anything for sure, and so as such, I'm looking forward to finding out in today's video. But why am I making this video? Well, in this tub right here, I have 10 Bic lighters that need to be circumcised. I don't like using Bic lighters until they are circumcised, and so as such, a couple days ago, I was thinking that I should probably go ahead and circumcise all the lighters in this tub so they're all ready to use whenever I want to use them. However, I then got to thinking that maybe I should try setting myself a challenge. Maybe I should try circumcising them all in a certain period of time. And maybe I should make a video all about doing that. And so as such, that is exactly why I'm making this video today. That is exactly why I'm doing this today. But before I go ahead and actually get to circumcising the lighters in this tub right here, I do suppose I should probably first off explain what circumcising a lighter actually means. So let's go ahead and get this tub all opened up, and let's go ahead and get my circumcised lighter out of my pocket, and let's go ahead and get one of the uncircumcised lighters out of my tub as well. And now that I've done that, let's go ahead and hold these two lighters side by side, and we can see that the circumcised one has something missing that the uncircumcised one does not. We can see on the circumcised one there is no metal piece right here, whereas there is a metal piece on the circumcised one. That metal piece is the child safety feature on Bic lighters, and that child safety feature basically just works in a very simple way. It's just a piece of metal that you kind of have to press down to actually get any spark off the lighter. The metal piece makes it a little bit harder to use Bic lighters, and so as such, many people choose to remove them. And to remove the child safety lock off of a Bic lighter, or any lighter in general, is to circumcise the lighter, because you are removing a piece of its body that came with it from the factory. That's what it means to circumcise a lighter. But how do you normally circumcise a lighter? Well, there's many ways to go about it, but the way I like to circumcise lighters is to peel up the two metal pieces in the front right there, and then I just peel the metal strip up like that, and then I just wiggle it out, and that tends to be how I circumcise my lighters. And to circumcise my lighters most of the time, I use a multi-tool. And the multi-tool that I'm going to be using today in specific is my Gerber Suspension NXT multi-tool. And this should be a pretty good multi-tool for the job, I'm thinking, at least. But I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to say for my intro. And so now, I do think without further ado, it's time for me to go ahead and get one of my American Spirit full-bodied red cigarettes all lit up, and I think it's time for me to go ahead and get to smoking so I can actually be at peak concentration when I am trying to circumcise 10 lighters in 10 minutes. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this pack of cigarettes all opened up. Let's go ahead and get one of my cigarettes all out just like that. And now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get my circumcised lighter out of my pocket. And now let's go ahead and get this cigarette all lit up, and then after that I'm going to go ahead and set a timer on my watch, or a stopwatch on my watch, I do suppose the right way of putting it in all honesty. And then after that I'm going to go ahead and grab the first uncircumcised lighter out of my tub, and I'm going to go ahead and get to attempting to circumcise 10 lighters in just 10 minutes. As said though, first off, I've got to get this cigarette right here all lit up so I can make sure I have peak concentration. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this cigarette all lit up. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying. And there we go. Now that I've got the cigarette all lit up, I can feel the nicotine flowing into my bloodstream. I can feel my concentration just enhancing to a significant degree. Let's go ahead and put my watch on stopwatch format. And I'm going to go ahead and open up my Gerber Suspension NXT multi-tool, just like that. And now, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a hit or two, go and take off my sunglasses so I'm all good for this challenge so I can see everything properly. Alrighty. Well, I do think, without further ado, it's time for me to go ahead and start my stopwatch. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. Whew. I'm a little bit nervous, I ain't going to lie. I am a little bit nervous. Alrighty, though, I got to start it sometime. Let's see. Making sure everything's kind of in grab reach, so just reach right there, reach right there. Alright, let's go ahead and start it now. And let's go ahead and get to going. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel that up just like that. There we go, just like that. This first one, I am a bit rusty. Hopefully I will get a little bit better at doing this as I continue going. There we go, there's the first one, half circumcised. I'm just going to half circumcise them first, and then I'm going to fold down those two pieces afterwards. Got a methodology to this challenge. There we go, the second one's going a lot faster. There we go, take a hit of my cigarette. Alrighty. So that is all of the lighters with the child safety lock off now. Now I've just got to peel these metal pieces back, or I've just got to push them back in place so the lighter looks somewhat stock. There's a couple methods to do that. I personally find using a table to be the best method though. So let's go ahead and give that a go. My cigarette just fell off my ashtray, but that's perfectly fine. And this should actually probably be the most lengthy portion of the circumcision of these 10 lighters. Let's see if I can think of a better method to try to do this. My cigarette's trying to run away, not my lighters. Alrighty, there's one done. Two done. Three done. I could put my cigarette down. Smoke is going in my eyes. Oh wow, that's distracting me. All right, I'm at 3 minutes and 30 seconds now. Almost. Now I am at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Alrighty. Come on, come on. Can I do this in under 5 minutes? I'm making much better time than I was expecting, y'all. Can I do this in under 5 minutes? That would be amazing. This method though, where I just did like one part one time and then I did another part at a separate time, I think it's definitely the most efficient method. If you're doing bulk lighters, if you're circumcising a bunch of lighters at one time. This one's giving me some trouble. It's okay though. Alright. Good enough. Alrighty, and now I'm just gonna check all of these, make sure my work's all good. Alrighty, y'all, there we go. 5 minutes and 43 seconds. Whew. 5 minutes and 43 seconds. That's how long it took me to circumcise 10 lighters. Definitely made it in under 10 minutes. I'm pretty satisfied with myself, I ain't gonna lie. I am pretty satisfied. There's all the little pieces in there and everything like that kind of thing. I am very satisfied with that, frankly put. Whew, 5 minutes, 43 seconds, 94 milliseconds. To be precise, actually. That's what my watch is telling me. 5 minutes, 43 seconds, 94 milliseconds. Not too bad. I do think there was some time I could have definitely made up. I think I should have maybe practiced circumcising lighters before this video. If I had done that, I do think this little bit of a challenge, this little bit of a speed run could have been a little bit better. But I do think the different segments in my speed run, I think I was pretty good as a whole kind of thing. Just getting all the bits off and whatnot kind of thing. Definitely, that was my fastest portion. Really where I started slowing down was trying to get the two metal prongs right there kind of shoved back in place. Definitely, that was the biggest slowdown for me. If I had some sort of built mechanism to just kind of shove them back in place, I do think this would have been a lot faster. But sadly, I don't have any mechanism like that. I was just using what I have on hand with me today. But still, I do think that this challenge was far more successful than not. After all, I did circumcise 10 lighters in under 10 minutes, and we can see all of them are now circumcised and all of them work as well kind of thing. Let's just go ahead and test all of them, make sure they're all working. There we go. Definitely much easier to use now. Much easier to use now, if I do say so myself. Uncircumcised lighters, frankly put, they're just not it. They are just not it. There we go. Yeah. Final one works. They all work. We're all good. You know what I'm saying? We're all good. And I finished circumcising all of the lighters before my cigarette went out. I certainly cannot complain, that is for sure. I certainly cannot complain. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Whew, I'm feeling very accomplished. I am feeling very accomplished. Circumcising 10 lighters in 10 minutes. Definitely you can do it in under 10 minutes. I think I could have, if I have been extra efficient, I think I could have done it in under 5 minutes. There were definitely a couple slowdowns, as previously said. I definitely should have practiced just a little bit before this. Definitely, the first lighter was definitely the hardest one, just because I haven't circumcised a lighter in a couple months. But as I continued circumcising them, I got a little bit faster and faster and faster. And definitely the biggest slowdown in my personal opinion was really when I was trying to get those two prongs back down to where they're supposed to be. That was definitely the biggest slowdown I had during this video for the speed run, for this challenge. But as a whole, I feel like there's room for optimization, but I'm still very satisfied with my challenge. I'm still very satisfied with this challenge, nonetheless, with my achievement with this challenge. Although I do feel like there is room for optimization, to say the least. Yeah, there's definitely room for optimization, but I'm still pretty satisfied. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Well, I think we got one more hit of my cigarette left. Go and just take that last hit. Or I just did take that last hit. Let's go ahead and stub this out on the ground now. As a whole, pretty satisfied. Pretty satisfied with the result of this challenge. Did not get them done in 10 minutes. I got them done in 5 minutes, 43 seconds, and 94 milliseconds. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. Let me tell y'all what. Well, I've accomplished the goal of today's video. I think I've said everything I wanted to say. As said, there's definitely some rooms for optimization in my personal opinion, but overall, I'm still much more satisfied with the little bit of a challenge, with a little bit of a speed run nonetheless. Yeah, I think I said everything I wanted to say. I think I accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish, and so as such, I do think now that I've circumcised 10 lighters in under 10 minutes, I do think it's time for me to go ahead and end this video right here. Well, I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video where I smoked a cigarette and circumcised 10 cigarettes in under 10 minutes. I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you guys have, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. Box, and my second channel all in the description down below. Go check it all out. But, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Till the next one, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes, sir, and I'm saying.